is Roger Baker. I am your new catechesis teacher, and this year I will be your guide through a journey of Christianity. Okay, class. Though many of you are probably not new here, I'd like to welcome you all, and I hope you are ready for a thrilling year.
More like a boring year.
These classes are boring. I'd rather watch my grandmother sleep than go through an year this.
Let's think about this then. What makes the classes so boring?
Forget it. Read the Bible, don't hit your siblings. We already know what you're going to say.
Can we play trades instead?
I'm not good at charades. So, that's what you think we're going to discuss. Well, I've got news for you. It isn't.
It isn't.
No, in fact, I'm not going to teach you anything. I won't give you a lecture or make you answer questions or even memorize Bible verses. You're going to have an experience.
Experience? What kind of experience?
What's with the bag?
Inside is a time machine.
A time machine? But we're not little kids, Mr. Baker. We're old enough to know the time machines don't exist.
Oh, well then how do I have one?
You don't.
Whether you believe me or not, I think you'll find our time together far more exciting than any previous class you've taken. Oh, I'm leaving. See? It's a time machine.
Oh, history, what lovely.
Let me ask you something, Chris. What do you know about our church? I don't mean this church here. I mean the 2,000 years of people, places, and events that have happened since Jesus walked the earth that led to this little church in Nebraska.
I don't know, not much.
For instance, Theo, what do you think Christianity was like in the year 350 AD?
That's too far back. That's when cavemen lived. Or maybe Vikings, but not Christians.
But Theo, Jesus died 2,000 years ago. If they weren't Christians in 350 AD, then when did they appear?
Okay, so let's see. Jesus died and rose, and then Paul took over, and he wrote the Bible, along with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and Peter. Yeah, Peter wrote a few books too. And then they just kept printing it, and people read it, and they started putting it in hotel rooms. Yeah, I guess there were Christians in 350 AD.
Laura, there was no printing press in 350 AD. Copies of any book were scarce because they had to be written by hand. And besides, most people couldn't read, so owning a book wouldn't do them much good unless it had pictures.
They couldn't read them. What did Christians do?
I'm so glad you asked. Let's open up this book and begin today's lesson. You have a big journey ahead of you.
What in the world?
Where are we?
I don't know, but it's hot.
We're in Egypt. We've gone back to the year 350 AD.
What? That's only 2,000 years ago.
You mean Egypt, like pyramids and crocodiles and mummies Egypt?
No way. There's no way we're actually in Egypt in 350 AD. That means we would have crossed an ocean and, well, time travel. I don't remember getting on a plane, and the last time I checked, time travel was still impossible.
My mom is going to kill me if we're not back by the time she comes to pick me up.
Don't worry, Theo. In my experience, you nearly always arrive back close to the moment you left.
Mr.
So you'll
Baker.
still have time to tell me how bored you were.
Mr. Baker, have you done this before?
No, nobody can time travel.
Once or twice, or maybe a few hundred times, I've lost track.
But how's it work? Are you some kind of wizard?
No, I'm no wizard. It's all the books do. You'd be amazed at what magic lies in those books. I'm leaving this book with you, Laura. You may find useful information within its pages. I suggest looking at the index. It lists every subject and what page you may find it.
Wait, Mr. Baker, are you abandoning us? You can't leave. We didn't sign a permission slip to go on a field trip.
You'll be fine. If I were you, I'd head down this road till you come to a small house. Now have fun.
Wait, Mr. Baker!
No! Theo, calm down. There's no way we're actually in Egypt. Mr. Baker's just playing a joke on us.
Laura, this is real Sam, and Mr. Baker just disappeared into thin air. How do you explain that? Mr. Baker said we should walk down this road and see a small house.
Can we find some shade? burn easily.
It's not going to do us any good if you stand. So you follow the path and see what happens. When you get out of the sun.
Does anybody else see something ahead, or my brain has scrambled?
I see it too. That must be what Mr. Baker mentioned. So we go knock to see if someone's home.
What do you want? I said, what do you want?
Nothing. We're sorry for bothering you. We were just passing by.
Get out of the way, Moses. I'm sorry for my servant's rudeness. He's a scoundrel. I told him never to answer the door. What brings you here?
We don't know. Of course we know! We're here to see the pyramids.
The pyramids? So you must be coming from Alexandria.
Yes, just out of sightseeing. Lovely area you live in. I wish I'd brought my camera to take some pictures.
We're a little lost. You see, our guide left us and we're not really sure which way we're going. Could you give us some directions back to Alexandria?
Yes, of course. I would be more than happy to. Just be careful, there are bandits out there.
Bandits?
Yes. Of course, I'm surprised you haven't seen any. My servant Moses is friends with most of them. He steals from me and sells it to his friends. I've never caught him, but I know he does it. Last week, when my best sheep went missing, do you have any supplies for the trip? You look empty-handed. Let me give you a little food and some money. Not much, but it's just something in case you need it. Moses! What have you done with the bag of silver I hid? I know you took it. I'll have you thrown in jail for this.
Go ahead. Try to throw me in jail. I like my odds. A little woman like you can't hurt me. I'll take whatever I want from this house.
Please just leave. You are dismissed. You have brought me more times than I can count. I want nothing more to do with you.
Ha, coward! I'll gladly leave. You mean this silver? Thanks for the parting gift.
Here we go again. We need to get out of here. This is not safe.
Hey, go home. Just act natural. As far as they know, we're just part of the group.
Laura, you're the only girl here. We're all wearing tennis shoes. Theo shirt has an American flag on it, and none of us have beards.
I almost have a beard.
No one seems to notice we're out of place, though. Maybe we should just ask where we are.
Don't you think that'd be a dead giveaway that we aren't from here?
You have that right now.
Item, let's bury our heads in the sand. That way we don't see it when they attack us with their swords. Where are your weapons?
Weapons? What do we need weapons for?
How will you rob a man if you do not have weapons? He will laugh at you, especially you. He would laugh at you for a very long time.
Me? Who makes you say that? I'm tough. What kind of group is Moses put together? What's that guy's problem?
Calm down, muscle man. This didn't recognize we weren't from Egypt.
Hey, did neither of you hear what he just said?
You said Theo wasn't scary.
Not true.
He said Moses. That's the name of the big guy at the house. He must be here somewhere.
That's not good. He was mean. It's Moses. Run!
Calm down, Theo. That's we take off one. Besides, where would you go?
Anywhere but here.
Laura, check the book. Maybe there's something in there about Moses.
What should I be searching for?
I think to be walkers in the desert.
Damascus deacons, desert fathers. Desert fathers. That sounds promising. The desert fathers were early Christian hermits and monks who lived in the deserts of Egypt in the 4th century. 4th century? Is that the 400s?
No, I think it's the 300s.
Didn't Mr. Baker say we were in the year 350? But what are hermits anyways? Like hermit crabs? What does that mean? And maybe we'll find out. The founder of the movement was named Anthony. One Sunday, he heard the Gospel of Matthew read in a church. It said that if a man wanted to be perfect, he should sell everything he has, give it to the poor, and follow Christ. So Anthony gave away all his possessions. But he didn't stop there. He moved into the desert, far from anything that might distract him from God. Other men and women followed him, forming small communities. These communities grew, spreading into Egypt and into Syria and the surrounding areas. The monks renounced all comforts and focused on prayer, fasting, giving to the poor, and keeping their thoughts on God.
Hey, what are you three doing? Put that book away and get moving. We're breaking into groups be back here by sundown, and you better have something to show the boss. Moses doesn't like to have anybody around who can't even pull their own weight.
Absolutely. We'll be a group and get as far away from here as possible.
Where do you think you're going? You're coming with me. Carry this. I have a special plan for you.
Glad to be of service. What kind of plan?
You're small and pitiful. We're going to a narrow path along it now. You'll be our bait. You're standing on the middle of the road and look scared. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Scared? I can do that.
There goes our escape.
We're going to the Nile River to rob people? I can't be part of a felony. I need to get into college.
Laura, I think college admission is the least of our worries. We need help here so we can get out of here.
This road up ahead that goes to Alexandria. It's full of travel. We'll find some cover and start a trap. Should be too long before someone passes by.
We need to devise a plan. He's outnumbered, so we can use that to our advantage.
Outnumbered? Do you see how big he is?
I can't carry this sword much longer. I think I'm gonna pass out. Do I think you guys are sure?
Why do you think you trying to get Moses?
I don't know. I hadn't thought of that.
First he was at the house, and now we're in the desert with him. That's too coincidental. I think he must be in the book.
Moses? In that book? I don't think so. Maybe in a book about guide to scary people, but not in a book about Christianity.
Have you checked?
The book is missing!
Missy, where did it go? It's back there. You
We're
dropped it?
doomed! Our only light at home is now lost in the desert.
I didn't drop it. Someone must have stolen it. We're in a group of robbers after all.
Looking for this?
Hey, how do you get it?
I recognize the three of you. My old master was spying on me. Can't have you run back to report me to the authorities. Notice you kind of tasked this book earlier. Figured I'd use this kind of leverage to keep you honest. No, so I'll be holding it to you to prove to me I'm surprised. And keep moving. We're almost on the road, and you bring that sword.
This must be the Nile.
So you're finally admitting we're in Egypt.
We have to get the book back.
Just get from him.
You'll stay here, stay alert. If you see someone act hurt, make them stop to help you. If they're riding an animal, try and get them to dismount. It'd be a lot easier to catch them if they're on foot. Your friends, the other robbers now will be on that hill. Once you've got the traveler distracted, rush an attack. Got it? Don't just stare at me. Take position. You two come with me.
I'm agreeing to armed robbery. What I wouldn't give for my mom to hear about this. So, Mr. Mean and Scary wants me to have a heart attack. What should I have? Uncle Rick had a heart attack. Yeah, maybe I'll have one of those.
Get ready out here, travelers.
Ouch, 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 my heart is going to explode. Please help me. Oh, my heart is stopped. Call a doctor, call a priest, call my mom.
Is he possessed?
Yeah, what's the matter with you? I'm having a heart attack. Can't you tell? I thought it was pretty obvious.
Are you alone?
Alone? Alone?
Bandits on the hill, run quickly!
Look, look at me. I'm gonna take the book back.
Hey,
Run, everyone!
Run! Run! You'll pay for this!
Here, stop running.
Where'd he go?
We must have time traveled, but this spot looks familiar.
Oh,
That's the hill we were hiding behind. We're on the other side of the Nile River.
but where's the big monster man? Wherever he is. At least he's not here.
Good thinking back there. That was impressive.
Yeah, thanks. I only ran because I didn't want you two to get hurt. I wasn't scared.
I went to see. Was anything in there about Moses? Ah, here. There's two entries. One says Old Testament, the other says Abba.
Well, we're definitely not looking for the Old Testament Moses. At least I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm not so sure. Laura?
Theo, have you ever read anything class? Did the Old Testament Moses lead a group of robbers? And did he live 350 years after Jesus? No, Theo, this isn't the Old Testament Moses.
I knew I was right.
Moses was born in Ethiopia around the year 330 AD. It's unclear how he came to Egypt, but it was recorded that he lived as a servant in the home of an Egyptian government official.
Sounds like our guy.
Moses was a miscreant. The government official dismissed him for repeated thefts. Other sources also say he was suspected of murder.
Murder? Mr. Baker sent us to find a murderer?
After leaving the house, Moses joined a group of robbers. Because of his massive size and his ruthlessness, the other bandits quickly made him their leader. He prowled along the Nile River, wreaking havoc on travelers and nearby communities. Then, one day, he was prevented from carrying out a robbery by a shepherd. Furious, Moses threatened to kill the shepherd. The next day, Moses set out to find the shepherd. He crossed the Nile River, swimming its crocodile-infested waters.
Guys, I think we're at that part of the story.
We have to find the shepherd!
Are those robbers
Oh,
again?
wait, we want to help you.
Help me with what?
The big monster guy!
What is your friend trying to say?
The leader of the bandits, Moses, is coming to find you.
We have to hide. We have to dig a trench. Maybe it'll be just at the right angle so he won't see us.
We're not digging fast enough. You can't be too far away now.
I'll distract him!
Are you crazy? He was chasing us not too long ago.
I
He
don't know-
attacks you.
I don't know why, but I think it'll work. And if I scream, I'll pray the magical time traveling thing will happen, and we'll just be whisked away to somewhere else.
You, what are you doing here?
Me? I want to give that shepherd a piece of my hair. Mine. Man, I was mad when he stopped us from that robbery. But enough about me. What are you doing here?
I've come to kill the shepherd.
Kill? I mean, you really have to kill him? It seems a bit harsh. You're the one breaking the law after all. Not that you shouldn't be breaking the law. Laws are meant to be broken. How about this? I'll stay here, and if I see him, I'll get you. Sounds like a plan?
Don't wait, you babbling fool. You'll find that shepherd. Where you are, you'll pay for what you did.
Don't mention it. And he may have stolen 2 of your sheep.
What? That scoundrel?
I want to see what's happening next.
What are you doing?
Let's see. Okay, so here. Not finding the shepherd, Moses stole 2 of his best sheep instead.
That guy's insane.
Chris! Chris!
Where are you?
I can't see anything. Are we still time traveling?
I don't think so. There's solid ground under us.
Wait, Chris, come here. I can feel something.
Where are you?
Over here. Follow my voice!
Whoa, what was that?
What?
I don't know. Oh, I think it's a face!
What is it? A head?
Don't be afraid.
Oh,
It's alive!
Calm down, Theo. Maybe you can help us.
It's all right, my friends. I mean you no harm.
Who are you?
Oh,
Why
my
didn't you tell
little
us you were
heart
here
can't
before?
take much more.
I am Isidore. This is my cell. I am a monk in the desert. We monks don't say much. I spent the last 40 days fasting in silence and darkness. When I first heard you, I thought you were demons going to tempt me.
Demons? I didn't know people actually saw demons. I thought they make believe.
No, not at all. Out here in the desert, they visit us all the time. Our founder, Anthony, was beaten up once by a group of demons, but they only resort to physical violence when they think a soul is unlikely to be tempted. And we must always remember that the angels outnumber the demons, and God does not allow them to tempt us beyond what we can withstand.
That is crazy. Hey, Chris, wasn't Anthony the guy in the book?
Yeah, I think so.
I've heard our patriarch Athanasius is writing a book on his life. Is that the book you're speaking of?
Something like that.
So who are you anyways?
It's complicated. I don't mean to complain, but would you mind letting a little light in here? I'm not used to standing in the dark.
Of course. Let I pray, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner, for each night. I call it the Jesus prayer. Abba Moses taught it to me. All the monks use it, but you were about to tell me how you got into my cell.
We're not from here. We traveled here and we were taken hostage by a band of robbers. We tried to escape, and the next thing we know, we're in the dark. I'm not really sure how it works. All I know is that 1 minute we're in the desert helping a shepherd, and the next we're in your cell. I'm awfully sorry about breaking your routine.
A monk should always break his routine to welcome in a guest. In fact, you're not the first guest I've had this week. A man named Moses stopped by seeking refuge.
Did you say Moses?
That's right. I heard him yelling at one of my brother monks when I left my cell to see what was the matter. I had the impression that he was in a lot of trouble with the Roman authority.
He's a dangerous man. You're not safe here. We're not safe here.
Oh, just when I thought we got rid of him, he shows up again. It's like we can't get rid of him.
Maybe you're not supposed to get rid of him. What if this Moses has a story to tell, and God wills you to hear it? Why should we keep meeting?
All things considered, I'd rather not hear Moses' story. He's a bad man. I wouldn't trust him.
We are all sinners. You wouldn't be the first to find God in the desert.
You haven't happened to see a girl about our age recently?
No. But do you plan to stay long? If so, I can prepare one of the cells. You're not meant to be comfortable, but will provide some relief from the sun.
We don't know how long we'll stay, but we greatly appreciate a cell in the meantime.
Where's everybody?
In their cells. Us monks only gather for community prayer and occasional meal. Each of us have our daily work, but prayer is a monk's main task. You can come this way. Your cell will be over here.
Thank you.
Good night, and I pray you'll find your friend.
What now? We'd be in a lot of trouble if we left Laura in the desert.
No kidding, but where do we look? We don't even know where we are. Well, there's no point in us both being exhausted. We have to think of a plan, but why don't you take a rest? I need to devise a plan, but I think I'll just close my eyes for a second. What's going on?
It's Moses! He's harassing the monks!
Moses is here? What's he so mad about?
Don't you remember this guy? He's mad about everything. I saw a monk walk by with a pitcher of water, and Moses told him he smelled like a rotten fish.
That's kind of funny.
Funny? Chris, this guy could kill us! It's Moses! He's coming!
Get to the back of the room.
Come out, you nasty monks! You act like little girls running for the big bad Moses. Man up!
That is enough, Moses.
Ah, finally, a monk with a backbone. Who is it?
Abba Isidore. I have permitted you to yell at the monks, but the boys are our guests. You may not mistreat them.
Oh yeah? And how exactly do you plan to stop me? You have an army at your disposal?
I don't, but God does.
What was that?
I don't know. Did you see his face?
Yeah, and I wasn't even afraid of him anymore. I almost felt bad for him.
Me too.
Come, Moses. It is late. Get some rest. I think I know where your friend is. I was going to tell you when Moses came around.
Is Moses okay?
He's fine, and so is your friend.
Laura? Oh, is she here?
No, but she's close by, with a community of nuns, not far from here. Goodbye, and may God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on. Yeah, I'm in Egypt. Where's the book? Oh, there it is. Oh, thank goodness that monk found me yesterday. Otherwise, I'd still be wandering the desert.
Good morning, Laura. I hope you slept well. I brought you some water.
Oh, thank you. Wait. I don't mean to sound rude, but what do you live out here? I mean, aren't there any towns around?
Oh yes, there are many fine places to live. I grew up in a nice home, but I do not miss that way.
You mean you chose to live out here?
Yes, my sister and I wanted to dedicate our lives to God, so we came to these mountains after our parents died. She was blind, so it fell to me to find food and water for us both. We soon learned there are a great many battles and a lot of suffering to endure, but the poverty of the desert eventually led me to focus less on myself and more on God. After those early trials, there was indescribable joy.
The monk who brought me here said you were all Christians. Is that true, or are you talking about a different God? I've never met desert Christians before. Where I'm from, if I said I wanted to move to the desert, people would think I was crazy.
We are Christians. Everything we do is to help us become more Christ-like. Yeah, some people in Egypt think we're crazy too. I began to see this desert as a world filled with God, where He allows us to hear Him in its stillness. You may see a dry, barren land, but I see the throne of God, where I can always be in conversation with the Creator of the universe.
So, but surely not everyone has to live in the desert.
Not at all. It is possible to be close to God while living in a crowd, and it's possible to be alone and live in a crowd of your own thoughts. But just like Jesus went into the wilderness to pray, many of us have found that we can hear God better away from distractions.
Wait, how do you find me?
It's a long story, and we have a long journey to explain it.
You can say that again. Will you be leaving with your friends? It seems to me like you have a journey to complete. Strange and wonderful things often happen in the desert, and I hate for you to miss them standing around talking to an old lady.
Well, thank you for everything.
Of course.
It's not much farther, I promise.
I can't wait to get back and have a hamburger and a steak and a lobster and an ice cream sundae and a milkshake.
No, it's not healthy at all. Okay.
Laura, have you read anything about Oprah?
No, I ain't got the mind. Why is it still around?
Yeah, I think something happened. I have a feeling he changed. I wanted to see if the book might have an answer. Sister Macario, we can see the monastery from here. You go ahead and we'll catch up.
Are you sure you don't need to wait with you?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Well, don't be too long. Even closer to the monastery, these paths can be dangerous.
He continued terrorizing the region, but his actions drew the attention of the Roman authorities. Fleeing their pursuit, he headed to the area known as Skeets in the Nitrian desert. There, he found a community of monks and sought refuge at their monastery. His size and strength threatened the monks, but they allowed him to stay. We'd expect a man like Moses to leave his hiding spot the second he could return to his plundering ways. But that's not what happened. In fact, he never left again. There are several versions of the story, but their shared theme is that Moses changed, and not gradually, but in a very abrupt manner. One minute he was a villainous bandit, and the next he'd become a Christian. Some sources say Moses was impressed with monks' discipline, that their tough and rugged life appealed to him. It's possible. He was a man drawn to extremes, and there was nothing more extreme than life in the desert. But it seems more likely that something providential occurred. Regardless of how it happened, he transformed. He spent an entire night weeping in a cell, praying for forgiveness of his sins. He determined that night that he would join the monks, but he knew he needed to prove his sincerity. Naturally, he thought the community would be impressed by the extreme acts of fasting and physical pain. He decided he'd stand in prayer and never stop to sleep or eat for the next 6 days. Only Moses could devise such a plan. But it didn't take long for his scheme to fall apart. God must have intervened, because an even better opportunity arose to demonstrate his conversion. 3 robbers, possibly friends from his past life, attacked the monastery.
Oh, please don't tell me we're going to be here for that part.
Okay, I won't tell you. I think we better run. busy.
What do we have here? These are monks. We're in luck. Monks never had anything of value on them. I bet there's gold in the bag. Ah, give it to me.
You can't have it.
Either give it to me or I'll take it.
There's no gold. It's just a book.
No gold? Well, why are you so attached to it?
Look, an angel!
Bring it back! You get the boy. I'll get the girl.
Chris, catch!
Moses, is that you?
Let the boy go.
Let the boy go? Be reasonable, Moses. We worked together before. We'll split the gold.
I said let him go.
Okay then, big scary Moses. Let's see how mighty you are without a weapon. You fools! Don't just stand there! Help us!
Release me.
Follow me.
What is the meaning of this, Moses? Who are these men?
Right. They attacked these three, and when I interfered, they tried to kill me.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true.
Abba Isidore, I want to become a monk.
Please continue, Moses.
Last night, I had a vision of a great battle between the angels and the demons. There was an angel who left the fight to talk to me. He said his name was Michael and that he led this army. He asked whose side I was on. I want to fight alongside the angels to crush Satan and his demons. I know monks are not supposed to beat people up, so not knowing what to do, I brought these men to you. Please counsel me. How does he correct if you cannot punch a man in the face?
We will ask guidance for both these men and for you, Brother Moses, and then we will decide. Help these men to their feet.
What are you doing?
I want to see what happens next. Those robbers were shocked and intrigued that a man like Moses sought to become a monk. They stayed around the monastery, learning about Jesus and how to pray. Eventually, they all joined the community. Moses struggled to conform to the life of a desert hermit. He was used to adventure, not spending all day in a small cell. He thought he could overcome this struggle by sheer force of will. He fasted, prayed constantly, and performed all manner of physically demanding tasks. But still, he felt he made no progress. Deep in his heart, thoughts of hatred and violence continued to lurk. Abba Isidore advised patience and encouraged Moses to be less reliant on his own strength. As the sun begins to set, rise, only then does it dispel the darkness, he would say. Years passed of intense struggle. During that time, Moses became a revered figure in the community. He would walk miles to get water for the other monks, taking on any arduous task that needed doing. He grew in humility and patience. In fact, he became so well known for his virtues that the Archbishop of Alexandria made him a priest. As the community grew, it was decided they would need a new monastery. Moses was chosen to be its leader, and from thenceforth, he would be Abba Moses to his disciples. He lived to a ripe old age. Then one morning, he had a vision that the monastery would be attacked and he would be killed. He warned his community and had many of them evacuated, but some refused to leave, instead choosing to stay and risk martyrdom. They asked Moses why he didn't run. He told them, "I have lived by the sword. It is fitting that I should die by it." The monastery was ransacked and Moses was killed. But his legacy did not die there. He is still venerated in churches across the world, the unlikeliest of all desert fathers.
planning to move to Egypt?
Did that really happen? Or did we just dream it?
Did you meet a massive man named Moses who terrorized a shepherd, swam the Nile River, and then became a monk? Lucky guess. I would have told you about it, but I didn't want to scare you, so. Was it fun?
I was nearly run over by a camel, I was chased by Moses, and I was attacked by a crazy man with a sword.
I understand. I'll talk with your priest. I'm sure you can find you a new teacher.
But Mr. Baker, you're not listening. We loved it.
Are there any other cool stories in that book?
Yes, Chris. There's about 2,000 years worth of them.
You got any trips to Italy planned? I've always wanted to go.
Actually, I did want you to meet my friend Luigi, but for now, class is
Mom, are you doing the picture? Okay, that's too many of them.
This is nice.
This is nuts.